Welcome to the Totally Awesome Fishing Show. Well, we're going to go fishing for a really fast, shallow water fish, relatively shallow water, British waters, possibly one of the fastest fish you're going to catch off the shore. But what is it? No, it's not the bonefish, that's a tropical fish. We're talking Britain, it's freezing cold. Well, most of the time it seems to be. Going to be catching Smooth Hound, hopefully. Now, to catch Smooth Hound, you have to go and get the right bait. Smooth Hounds eat crabs. Yes. What do you use for bait? Crabs. But you know what, when I was a youngster, there weren't any Smooth Hounds around. They were really, really rare just up off the Essex coast. But over the last sort of 30 or so years, they've spread right down the coast, all along the south coast, right round the Welsh coast. They're all over the place now. What cracking sport they are. If you get the chance to go for them, definitely give them a try. Not heavy tackle, light tackle, you know, 12 to 20 pound outfits is what you need. So we're going to take you out, show you with Wayne Comben. He's an expert on Smooth Hounds and small boat fishing, because as you know here on Totally Awesome Fishing Show, we love a challenge, we love small boats. But I had one guy out of 2.2 million views on our fishing show say, Graeme, you've got to take yourself more seriously, stop those stupid introductions, just get on and do some more fishing. I'm sorry about this, guys, but I'm not allowed to make myself look a bit stupid. I can do it naturally, I know, but I'm not allowed to. This guy said no. Well, it just made me quite sad, really. I was sort of as sad as that guy. He had to go and see his wife in hospital, and she actually swallowed £1.50. And he said to the doctor, he said, Doctor, I'm really worried about my wife now. Doctor said, I'm also very worried as well. So the man said, why is that? He said, well, there's no change. I mustn't laugh, that bloke me furious. There's no change. Collecting crabs can be a fun affair, as you never really know what you're going to find underneath one of those rocks. It might be muddy, it might be gooey, it might have slimy weeds, but that's where the crabs live, and crabs are absolutely top of the menu for a hungry smooth hound. Obviously, you need to time your crab collecting with the state of the tide. Make sure it's out before you arrive there.
Okay, well we're in Langston Harbour at the moment. Tide's not long gone out. Trying to collect a few hardback crabs for hound fishing. Now I don't have traps set, a lot of people do. I just basically come out, turn a few rocks over, always put them back. You're looking for something that's got a void under it, if possible. Just lift them up, see what's in there. Sometimes you might have to do that to see them hiding. So we'll hide down in the mud. Just put everything back, just the way you found it. Remember, it's all a little environment down here for things, so always helps to leave it as you found it. Okay, not just rocks, look under weed as well, so any patches of weed like that, just lift them up. Probably won't be anything under this particular set, but always lift weed back, check under there. I tend to find the rocks are the best though. If you find a nice void, often you'll lift it up and there'll be half a dozen crabs underneath it, a bit like that. As you can see, them all trying to run in the mud.
They're everywhere, aren't they?
So, I'm looking for...
And they bury in the mud like this down there, Wayne?
Yeah, absolutely. There's one there. Nice one. It'll do.
Just see the mud moving then.
Exactly. So there you go. There's about half a dozen under there. Check under these. Yeah, there's a few there.
Animal one there.
Yeah, there's a decent one. Now, personally, that's as small as I'd take one for hound fishing. And don't worry about how big they are. I've had them, well, I'll give you an example. I've had them that much across and 7 pound hounds crunched it up like it was eating a packet of Pringles. So you really don't want to be worried about the size of a crab, thinking that a hound won't smash it up, because he absolutely will. There's a couple under there, but they're a little bit small, so they can stay there. Yeah, a little tiny bit small, that one. No, actually, he's alright. He's alright. But as I say, it's about as small as I would like to go.
make sure you wear Wellington boots, because you're going to be searching amongst some serious sludge. It's not the place for those lovely leather yachting shoes.
They can run,
But they can't hide. But they can hide.
they can try.
Any worms here, Wayne? Is this a decent worm area or not really?
Right, well where we are, you probably look around and you'll see casts, some like harbour rag and some lug here. This isn't the best spot for bait digging. Over the other side of the harbour you've got much better mud. There used to be but still is, a big sewage farm, which has been pumping out obviously effluent for many years now. What that's done is made this mud, you're lucky it's not smell-o-vision, because that's pretty
Pungent.
yeah, it's ripe to say the least, but it has made it a very rich environment for worm. I mean, this harbour's fantastic for bird life, one of the best in the country actually, Langston Harbour. But yeah, what the Budswar did pump out, which is the sewage farm, has made this very rich, and the worm beds still hold a good head of worm. They're harder to come by than they once were, but I mean, you've probably seen in previous place films, some of the worms we dig are still good, very good.
Animal worms.
Big old snakes. One thing to remember, obviously, when you're wading out on any sort of mud flat, watch the mud. It's sticky, it sucks you in, and there's been many people caught out by being trapped in this sort of mud. And of course, when the tide's coming in, extremely dangerous. So just watch what you're doing, watch what you're picking up as well. Plenty of broken bottles. In fact, there's one right behind the camera as I'm looking. So that's something else to be aware of. Ideally, let someone know where you're going. There's two of you, even better. Know your tides as well. No point coming up here on high tide. You can see the water line goes right up to there. If you want to find the better crabs, come down to the wetter areas. I'm only speaking for this particular area, I must admit, but I have found it in other places. The wetter the area, if you lift up a dry piece under there, you may find some crabs. You come into the slightly wetter area, you lift it up and there's a bit of moisture under there, much more likely to find crabs, especially in numbers. You might find half a dozen under each rock you turn. Just makes bait collecting a lot easier. Well, there you go, look at him, he's a nice one, and do not by any means think that a smooth hound won't just smash him up for fun. And nice crab that. Watch those claws, because even a crab of that size, well, he's only got the one main pincer, but even that, if he cops you with that, you'll know it.
So that's a guaranteed smooth hound, you reckon, Wayne?
Who, him? Yeah, he's got double written all over him.
Fingers crossed.
Now, to be fair, as I said earlier, even say a 6-7 pound smooth hound, I have no problem whatsoever smashing out a crab of that size, no problem. Well, basically, there was a half pipe here, just lifted up, and plenty of crabs underneath it, a few nice big ones. As you say, keep lifting the dirt up like that, you'll see them all popping up. And voids are what they want. They look for something to hide under, and as I mentioned about the moisture under this one, that's why it's such a perfect little spot. And just had about 8 or 9 keeper crabs there under that one half pipe. Bit of a big rock here, but it's liftable. Yeah, plenty under there. All trying to run off. And there you go, it's about 10 minutes collecting. And we've already got enough there for a few hours fishing, depending on how busy it is.
With a bucket full of shore crabs, it was down to Northney Marina, where I launched Britain's top shark hunting boat, my 17-foot Wilson flyer. It's had porbeagles to over 500 pounds on this tiny boat, plus blue sharks, so I had no worries about tangling with the fastest shallow water shark in Britain, the Smooth Hound. And there were plenty of boats already out in the Eastern Wight waters, from large charter boats full of anglers to smaller private boats that zipped around like angry wasps. The crabs were lashed onto the hook with elasticated thread. And with the anchor down, we can relax, sit back and wait for those reels to scream. We were ready for some action. In summertime, any hound worth his salt will soon rush in to grab a tasty green shore crab. Peeler crabs? Forget it, you just need a hardback.
Yeah, well, there's the first hound on the crab bait, and not a monster, but you know, reasonable fish, probably £7 by the look of him. But they love these hardbacks out here, they really do. Can't get enough of them. So he's
You did say he was going to be lively, right?
Yeah, he's nowhere near played out. Nowhere near it. I don't ever use pennels with hounds because of
Flying hook, yeah?
Yeah, they're so strong, and I mean, as I say, this is probably, as I say, £7, maybe just touch 8, I don't know, but even a hound of this size got some strength to them.
Haven't they just? Haven't they just?
Yeah, they're all muscle.
Well, Wayne's just got that Smooth Hound. We've moved about twice, been really tough, but we persevered, and I've just dumped half a mackerel down there and dozing off to sleep, I'm afraid, but someone's grabbed it and I think it's got to be a tope. It's a decent fish. I'm just hoping it doesn't go up around the anchor rope. 99% sure it is a tope. And now's the time I'm worrying, as you all do, what sort of leader have I got on here. It's definitely nylon, it's not on wire. So I'm just going to ease him up slowly. So the Smooth Hounds on the crab have been slow, but I can see something grey down there. Oh yeah, this is alright. Got a big lid on, but it's a decent sized tope, and it's going right under the boat, sure to take off. Oh, that's a nice tope. That is a nice tope. That is tag material, providing that hook doesn't fall out, because that is quite a decent sized tope. That's a 4-footer, I guess. I've got the lead off now, and he's not a happy bunny. Woo! Oh, that is definitely a decent sized tope, and that was a good money move. There we go. Oh yeah, he's coming over, guys. There he comes. Oh, that's a nice one. That's tag material. Definitely going to tag this one. He's going to go crackers when I put him on the floor, I expect. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of my Apex Predator tags in this, which is a little stainless steel blade that goes in, and it goes through the fish this way, and then it pops out and then lays flat like that and locks there, and then this just stands out, and inside there's a cylinder of information. And I've had these, I've had 2 tope that I've tagged off North Cornwall. They've ended up off the north coast of Spain. So I'm going to put this one up here, we're going to pop the tag in, quick picture, get it back. Tag's done. Now he can keep that for maybe 20 or 30 years if they live that long. But there he is. Oh, I can't hardly hold him. What a cracking fish. Oh, there we go. One last look at him, get him back, and you never know, if I go catfishing in Spain I might find him over there. Oh, he's a good fish. I don't know what he weighs. Got to be 4 feet long. Let's get his head in the current. Just recovering. He's a tired puppy. Come on, he's recovering. And inside that tag there is a cylinder of information. It's got a number on there as well. And there's a little reward, about $5 or $10, because most of these recaptured, unfortunately, are by commercial people and they're killed. So it's just nice to see where they migrate through, where they, going to move to, how big they grow, and we'll let this chappie go. Away he goes, he's ready. There he goes, gone.
Consider yourself a fisherman. Just how far do you want to take it? Subscribe to this channel for more awesome videos.
Well, we're back out again, but this time, folks, totally different weather. Flat calm sea. Please take note. Beautiful. Record it, keep it in your memory, because we don't get very many of them. Beautiful sunshine. Yes, record it, and then look at it in the winter, because we never see the sun, do we? It looks like a crackerjack day. I'm out here on our own boat, High Sea Drifter. Come out again with the top man, Wayne. Wayne Comben's out here. So we're going to go for these smooth hounds again. Hopefully we're going to pick something up. We've got the crabs, we've got the squid. You've seen everything, how to collect them. We've got basically a couple of rods out with crab, a couple of rods out with crab. I've thrown one further down with a whole squid on it. Wayne's trying for mackerel here, so we've got all bases covered. Small tides, fingers crossed, we're going to get to show you guys some nice smooth hounds. And they are crossed, I assure you. Fish there, Wayne?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, bit of a kick kick there.
Yeah, it's not. If it was a hound, I would have expected it to have done a run, but so it might be a ray, might be a fair ray. And this bit of ground here has produced some nice fish over the last 10 years.
He's hanging deep like a ray there, isn't he?
Yeah, it's just not. It's not. Who knows? You know, sometimes rays do screaming runs. Sometimes tope just sit there. Sometimes hounds just sit there. You just don't know sometimes. But
general rule, if that was a hound, it would be off, would it? Or kicking and thrashing around?
9 times out of 10, if it's a hound on there, the rod will go dum dum, and the ratchet will go. You know, they'll do a run initially, and especially when you lean into them. You know, if they haven't done a run before that, that's when they'll do one. But you can only generalise, can't you, with fishing? So
exactly, yeah.
But this does feel.
Oh, it's a bit of a kick then on the tip.
Yeah, the way it's not doing a lot, it's just hanging there, does make me think ray.
Now, would you get undulates here off this mark?
Absolutely. The only ray I haven't caught out of the 5 main species on this particular mark is blondes. I've had spotted small eye, not many small eye. I've had mostly spotted thornbacks and undulates. But yeah, I think the biggest undulate I've had was over 15 pounds, so it was a nice fish. Coming up right now.
What are you on there? You're on braid, Wayne, yeah?
I've got braid with a mono rubbing leader.
What sort of strain is that?
This is I think this is 30 pound mono. Although to be truthful, now that I'm respooling, it's a ray. Looks like a thornback. Lovely clear.
Oh,
water.
got him, yeah, got him playing. Thornback rays make a welcome catch to all boat anglers, and they readily take both crab or squid baits. Some people eat them, but their totally awesome crew return them to grow larger.
Well, there you go. It was a ray after all. Nice thornback. Not a bad size fish. They do get bigger here. We've had them up to 17.5 pounds. Although those big thornbacks aren't as common as they once were. I know we said it before on film. Do be aware of the mouths on these fish. They can extend them out. You would not, a fish of this size will make a real mess of your fingers. A fella earlier in the cod season last year was fishing on a mate's boat, smaller thornback than this, funny enough, and it crushed his finger and it made a fair old mess of it as well. So watch the mouths, whatever you do. I won't weigh him. He's got to be £7.
7, isn't he? I'd say, yeah.
Pretty fish.
Lovely markings.
Oh, incredible eyes. Look at the eye on them. That always amazes me. They look like aliens' eyes, but thorns all over him. Not just thorns on the back, plenty of thorns underneath as well. Look at those beauties.
Oh yes, yes.
And
all along that belly.
Absolutely, and they'll give you a little nasty. I mean, you can probably hear that.
Yeah.
They'll give you a nasty little wallop if you're not careful. I'm just going to T-bar him off there. He's been out of the water long enough.
Easy as that. Well, just following on from Wayne's nice thornback, I thought I've got some taps on this squid bait out there. I wonder what they are, so I've dropped a little telescopic rod down, and blow me down, I've got something on the end. I guess it's probably a pouting, that's all it is, but it just shows you while you're waiting, if you've got space on the boat, you probably couldn't do it on a charter boat, but we can pile loads of rods out here when you've got your own boat, and it is a dab. I think, Wayne, is that a dab, flounder, dab?
We're looking through the...
Probably dark to show the camera.
Yeah, dab.
Is it a dab, isn't
That's
it?
a dab all day long.
And on a telescopic rod, bit of fun, and I just put a little strip of squid there. So it just goes to show, although we're fishing for the elusive smooth hound, if you drop a small hook down as well, there's a chance of catching something else. And they're very nice to eat, but I've got some sandwiches. If I don't eat the sandwiches, the wife will think I've been off with another woman.
Got a bite on that one.
A bite on this one, mate?
You can probably hear it, but you'll see it if you turn that rod over.
Oh dear. What do you think, guys? I think the fish is on there. Oh, there's a bite on this one too. I got a bite on the second one. Now we're in trouble.
I'll say now we've turned up at Utopia. To be fair,
there's a bite on the second rod.
I think we'll be able to go down to a couple more rods because it'll be like this for non-stop.
All right, switch the camera off a second, guys. We get organised. Fish on then, Wayne?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I think it's a hound. He's having a little go, he's pulling a bit. Doesn't feel a monster, but it's the target species.
And what, squid, crab, or was it on those crabs?
Now that's a good question because I put squid out on one and crab on the other. And
you've forgotten?
For the life of me, I can't remember. There we go.
Oh yeah, nice fish.
Yeah, it's general stamp of what you get, but there is bigger fish around. Good sport though.
Absolutely, look at that, like a little shark.
Yeah. Very good sport. Very, very powerful fish, you know. Yeah, what you want to watch with hounds in particular is they're powerful fish, and sometimes they come up very, very easily, and as soon as they get to the surface or they feel a bit more tension, you think they're played out, they're not. They go absolutely ballistic, and on light line, don't use like £30 for traces or stuff like that. Personally, I mean, this is £100, and that's what I like to use as a trace. I wouldn't personally like to go lower than that.
So if you lose some big fish close to the boat, is what you're saying, Wayne?
Oh, definitely. They'll wrap up. Often, like this fish just did then, they'll wrap in the line, and then all of a sudden they'll go for an almighty dive back to the bottom. And if you've got stuff like £30 mono on it, it'll break it or snap it. Obviously, like all sharks, they've got a abrasive skin back that way, which doesn't do mono any favours either.
Most anglers appreciate the great scrap a smooth hound puts up, so have no trouble releasing them for another day. And we soon had everything slamming into our baits. But this one was something larger than a smooth hound. Well, this one's on the way, Wayne. I don't know if that's a really big smooth hound or what it is. Oh, I take my time with this one. Take a look, all eyes peering down the water, like all anglers, thinking, what the heck is it? It's, I don't know, it feels like a lump for a smooth hound.
You will get smooth hounds over £20 here.
That's a big fish. Well, I've never seen one that big, Wayne. I'll be honest, I'll be quite happy to photograph one.
Yeah, well, you do definitely get them here.
It does not feel a bad fish, as long as I can keep him up this way. Keep him up this way a bit. I don't want him going around. Oh, there he is down there, I see colour. Grey colour.
I can't see anything yet.
Is that a smooth hound?
Oh, hang on.
That's a taupe, is it?
It's hard for me to look through this lens and say, but it looks taupish from here.
That is a taupe. That is a taupe. And is he hooked in the scissors or what? What out?
That's a taupe, all right.
Yeah. He's about to go nuts. Just have a look at him. He won't like me holding his tail, I don't suppose. Come here, my beauty. He is hooked. Totally awesomely in the scissors. Now all anglers would love to hook a fish like that, but it don't happen. And I was filming Wayne with that nice Smooth Hound, so I was very lucky. Just picked this up, whacked it and tore off. Oh, let me just turn him around. Oh yes, happy with that one, Wayne. Just if he doesn't bite me.
Don't let him bite you, whatever you do.
Come here, baby. Calm down.
Yeah, he's a nice taupe.
And he's even unhooked himself. How lucky was that?
Perfect.
Look at that.
He's playing nicely for the camera.
Jackfish, beautiful. And out here, Wayne, they get them to how big? Don't tell me.
Well, the biggest one was a couple of years ago. It was £80.
80 pound.
But this year already, they've had them to 50.
£50 a big fish.
So if we can actually feather some mackerel up and stick a whole mackerel down, we could get a better stamp than this. But
I don't think I want to go smooth hound fishing now. I'm finished with the smooth hound. You've seen Wayne's fish. That's enough. We're going to go tope fishing. Right, we get this one returned. You can see from the sleek underwater lines that the tope is indeed linked to the world's shark species. Lean, mean and with teeth. So make sure you have either wire or something like a 150-pound mono for trace and leaders, or you risk getting cut off. And let them go. There's really no need to kill them. This was a day of action. Not much time to ram a sandwich down or pour the flask. Flat calm conditions like this illustrates why I love my 17-foot Wilson flyer. It's a stable fishing platform where you can just kick back and enjoy. I've towed it over 3,000 miles in the last few years alone and landed 3 different species over 100 pounds on it. And just as I was about to lift a double hit of dogfish and black bream from the water, up comes a big tope and tries attacking the black bream right near the surface. I don't think I'll be putting my hand over the side just yet. High sea drifter draws all the ocean's top predators. That's why I had it made in bright yellow. I'm serious, it's the favourite colour of many shark species. But this was the bream's lucky day. He got unhooked and returned, as did Mr. Dogfish. But soon Wayne was back in action. We had another hound on the line.
yeah, this is definitely a hound, because this is I've only been putting crab on now. I haven't bothered putting any squid on. Graham's had he's had a few bream actually, and another tope. I can't pick up a bream for love and the money, but the hounds are nice and obliging, which is good. Certainly wouldn't mind getting something, you know, nearer 20 than 10, but we'll see. Double figure fish, low double though.
Woo! He's exciting on the surface, and that's like a sort of miniature shark. You can see the shape on it.
Oh yeah, definitely shark family. They don't have the teeth of a taupe obviously, but again, a bit like the rays, you would not want to be putting your finger in its mouth.
He's just up there.
Yeah. Well, this is the other thing as well. People recommend circle hooks, and every single hook we've had, these are normal J hooks, every single one's been cleaning the scissors like
Yeah,
that.
nice clean hook.
I rarely get deep hooked fish. And the other thing I would suggest is always use a single hook. Don't use a pennel for these fish. You can see why a pennel now would be a bit of a nightmare.
Would be,
you know?
would be an absolute nightmare. Especially if you net the fish, it would twist and ball up, wouldn't it?
Well, you get a second hook swinging around as well. It can dig into the fish, it can dig into you. I mean, you just don't need it either. It's a single hook. Keep it simple. This is a nice short trace. And it don't get a better hook than that. Beautifully in the scissors. He's giving us a bit of sport, so there we go.
Right.
And off he goes.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're getting some fish now, guys. Tope, Smooth Hound, and I've got this tiny Mickey Mouse collapsible rod. It's Michael's when he's 2 years old. And I thought, how old's that reel on the line? It must be 10 years old. Dropping it down and catching black bream on it now. So I'm a big fan now. I might even sponsor myself with a really nice telescopic rod. I'll tell you what, some of the bream bites have been getting a bit good. I don't think this is a bad old fish. Pretty sure it's a bream. You get that, you get a little jaggy sort of bite on it. Yeah, it's a bream, I can see it. I've got to get it up before that tope comes around and tries to eat it again. Yep, nice little bream there. Let's hope the reel doesn't fall to bits, or the rod doesn't snap. Oh, I've only got 17 other lines as well. That's why he felt so big. Oh, we'll put him up, just show you briefly, and then I shall attack the rest of the line with a pair of scissors and a knife. So there you go, small hook, tiny little hook, and black bream, and they're here. And do you get many black bream out here, Wayne? I don't know, do you? I mean, we're on a tope mark. We obviously had that tope trying to attack that black bream.
Well, we've swung out of the gully where we were fishing and swung over onto a little bit of rough ground, so that's probably why we're picking a few bream up. But it's not
fish, yeah.
it's not known as a bream mark.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Well, that's my crab bait being wiped by a hound.
It's got it.
There you go.
That's got it. So that's your classic Smooth Hound hammering bite.
Well, the thing is, I've left the rod and the holders here because they're nice and upright, so they're not going to be pulled out. But a lot of people leave these rods against the gunnels, and even if they think they've got the drag set,
You can lose a rod then.
Oh, it's happened more than once. I've personally seen it happen twice, so it's more likely it happens a lot throughout the season with people just leaning the rod up against the gunnels.
Well, my old uptider hasn't seen as many bends in this since the time I shut it in the wardrobe drawer. It's been fish after fish at the moment. It doesn't really matter, squid or crab, it doesn't really matter what they're taking. Gee, wah wah. They are taking Smooth Hounds, tope, black bream. It's all happening. Oh, not a big fish. We're saving that for when we run out of battery on the camera. Let's get this one. It is. Hey. I don't want him smashing. I don't want to hit myself around the head with that lead short over there. There we go.
Small tope.
Another small tope. So, great day's fishing. You know all it was? The trouble to go and pick some crabs up, and then box of squid. Was it a £5 box, Wayne?
Yeah.
£5 box of squid. All we have to do is pop the hook out, and do you know all that did? All that was for us is, I can't even straighten it, so strong. There we go. An hour or so collected some crabs with Wayne. Wayne was doing most of the crab collecting. I was doing the most filming. Now it's painfully apparent that it was the crab collecting, not the filming, that did the trick. But there you go, another nice tope. And if you put squid down, what was that, a £5 box of squid there, Wayne?
Yeah.
That's all you need, £5 box of squid, bucket of crabs, action all the way. What a day's fishing. Totally awesome. We were now getting the hounds 2 at a time. The first one was a starry Smooth Hound due to the white dots on his back. The other, a regular Smooth Hound. Actually, there's no such creature as a starry Smooth Hound. It has exactly the same DNA as the regular Smooth Hound. Don't ask me, it's been confirmed by Dr. Phil Williams, who interviewed the guy that actually did the DNA research. But I must admit, those white dots do make the starry look far prettier. And what a totally awesome dinghy day we had. Double catches of double figure smooth hounds. So get yourself down to the estuary, collect a bucket of hardback crabs and give them a try. They're free, I love it. And boy, do they work on those smooth hounds.